Hey everybody, it's week 5 of the Weight Watchers Share Your Success Winter Challenge. And I'm here for a weekly weigh-in update. As you can see, I'm back home, back in Maryland, and I feel really great being back at the gym and having my own kitchen to run and eating less temptations. By the end of last week, the leftover pecan pie and a bunch of outings with friends led me to eating a little more than I should have, but I had a great time, and I am looking forward to our trip back for Christmas in a couple weeks. But for some of the nitty-gritty details, I did weigh in. I was up 1 pound. I'm not really stressing about it. I knew I was going to gain, and I'm just glad it was less than or not any more than 1 pound. And this week we talked about our losing lists, basically why you joined Weight Watchers, and kind of ways to motivate yourself to stay on Weight Watchers, especially during tough times, whether it's the holidays or maybe you just aren't feeling totally motivated to stay on program and are considering quitting. I never ever want to quit. And it was really great though to rewrite some of my motivation and rewrite why I joined Weight Watchers today. So I'm just going to share with you my list, and I want you to make your own list if you have not gone to the meeting. Highly recommend it. It's kind of it can be emotional. It's very personal. We did discuss some harder topics, and one of them, like on the top of my list, is to prevent diabetes. My grandfather had diabetes, and I know that if I eat too much I eat unhealthy too much in my life, that I could actually bring it upon myself. And in this past year, 3 other family members have been diagnosed with diabetes, and it's just really scary just to know that it is a real disease that you can actually bring upon yourself along with the genetic predisposition. So I really want to work towards continuing to eat healthy and whole foods and less sugar and processed foods for that one reason. I want to be happy and be confident. When I am overweight, or when I was more overweight, I guess, had very low self-esteem. I was very unhappy, almost borderline depressed, I would say, and that affects so many things when I'm not happy. It affects my relationships with a lot of people and affects what I want to do with my life, and how I dress and hold myself in public. So I really love having confidence. I love being happy. I think everybody does, and I just know that it's because I eat healthy and I work out. So I definitely want to continue that way. I also want to look strong and lean and be strong and lean. I definitely know I'm a strong person after doing a lot of CrossFit and powerlifting and getting that state record in November. I hold the deadlift state record at 352.7 pounds for my weight class. And I am continuously striving to get leaner and look a little more muscular. But I know that in the past, I know it's not super impressive, but this did not exist. My traps, I didn't have that before. And I just didn't feel strong. I knew I didn't look strong, and I have like some shoulder muscles, some back muscles going on. So I'm really happy about looking and feeling lean, and I want to keep that up. I also want to continue to be aware of what I'm eating at all times. It just makes me feel better and more in control. And when I start to feel like I'm losing control, that's when I start to kind of get upset about how I look and feel. I also want to maintain having endurance and stamina. When walking the dogs makes me lose my breath, or going up and down steps makes me lose my breath, I just typically don't feel great, and I want to be able to feel young all the time. And I also want to be a role model for future children that I might have. I want them to see that it's not a negative or hard thing to do to be healthy, that it's just life, that this is just how you live, and if you want to be happy and healthy and active, then it's not a big deal. It's not a hard thing to do. Part of this meeting also discussed, like, are there any other people who might benefit from your weight loss as well? And while obviously I lose weight for myself 100%, I am the number one reason, I have noticed that when I am healthy and I am happy, it resonates in my relationships with my friends and family, and especially with my husband. When I'm happy and confident, I know that Nick appreciates that, and our relationship just gets stronger, instead of me feeling really self-conscious or upset about almost anything. I also wanted to share one more thing before we go. It's the beginning of December, December 4th to be exact, and that means Christmas is coming up. And normally I love to get Advent calendars. However, I'm not extremely religious, so the Advent calendars that like share like a Bible story or a quote or terribly religious things like that, I'm not really affected in any way, I feel. And while I totally enjoy the Advent calendars that have chocolate in them, I don't really want to be feeding myself chocolate every day. So I made my own Advent calendar. I like to consider it a healthy, mental and physically healthy Advent calendar. I guess about 2 months ago, I got all these little pieces of paper and I numbered them, and I put them in this box that actually I inherited from my grandmother. If you can see, it says Healthy Advent Calendar, because I'm that dorky. But yeah, all of the I numbered little folded up cards go in here, and every day I get to pull from one and complete a task. So I'll just share the past 4 days, what I've done. I actually pulled the hardest one on the first day, which was to complete 400 air squats by bedtime. That was no joke, guys. But as you can see by my tally marks, I did complete that, and it felt really cool completing it. The next day was to park as far as possible from wherever place you could drive to. I only drove to 3 places, and it was raining all day, but I did it. I parked as far away as possible. Yesterday was a nice mental health Advent calendar task, which was to make a bubble bath with candles and also music. I don't have any bubbles, and I didn't really have any candles, but I was in desperate need of an Epsom salt bath. I was pretty sore from all those squats on Monday because I also worked out at the gym and did powerlifting, which was more squats. So I did take a bath, and you know what? It was amazing. It really did make me feel better. Today's is to give myself or go out and get a manicure, pedicure. I might save that one for the weekend, or I just might whip out some of my own nail polish and give myself a crappy nail polish job. I am terrible at painting my nails, and it looks like a 5-year-old came and like slapped some paint on me. But I do know that sometimes putting some polish on makes me feel good and pretty and very girly. So I'm going to take the time to feel girly for a change, because I'm usually always in gym clothes and it's not always like a nice dress or anything or whatnot. So my recommendation to you is, if you'd like to join my Advent calendar, feel free, or I actually would recommend you make your own. Make it personal. Make it stuff that you know will help motivate you and keep you on track up until Christmas. I made this to help me, because when there's a ton of Christmas parties, when I'm getting stressed out about, oh my gosh, I don't have all my presents purchased or whatever, at least I have something every day that is sort of in the Christmas spirit, and I know it's not going to set me back. If anything, it's going to motivate me to keep me on track, keep me tracking, and feeling great. Maybe calm me down a little bit. So that's all I have this week. I hope you guys are doing great. There's only 3 more weeks, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 3 more weeks of the Share Your Success Weight Watchers Challenge, and then we get into 2015. I cannot wait to hear what Weight Watchers does for the new year. I do think that it's going to be kind of geared, they're going to change the program so it's more about mental habits and routines, but I have no clue. Don't even take my word for that. It's just an educated guess from their new commercial in case you haven't seen it. And soon I'll be heading back to Georgia, but until then, I will be updating you from Maryland, and have a wonderful Weight Watcher week. And as my Weight Watcher leader says to us every week, I hope to see less of you next week. See ya. Have a great day.